Ladies and gents, welcome to Kev Tries to Beat His Own Mario Maker stream thing. This is primarily being made for Coleman, but I'm going to have a laugh and just go through all of the levels I've made so far, with the exception of the tutorial course, because that one's a wee bit boring. Let's start off with Runny Jumpy. How about that? We will play that one. Let's move the microphone over a bit. Yeah, Mario Maker has just been so good. Now the thing is with this currently has... I forgot to look at the completion percentage so far, but I don't think too many people have completed it. And the reason is probably that they tend to try and jump down here like this and then get a run up here and go and inevitably can't make it. So that's where a lot of the X's are for where people are dying. What you want to do with this one is run back over here and then go for a sprint. That's reasonably straightforward from that point onwards. That's Runny Jumpy, and that gives you a clue as to how much of an arsehole I'm being, just in terms of trolling people. The next one we will have a look at. Just get my gamepad out here. The Wii U gamepad. We're not jumping straight into Maze Raid just yet. We'll leave that one till last. Here we go, Krelith 1-1. Let's have a look at that one. So this is a concept where I want to make a 1-1, 1-2, 1-3 and 1-4, with 1-4 being a castle. Now, as of yet, the only one I haven't made is 1-3. 1-1, 1-2 and 1-4 are all finished. This one isn't too difficult. I wanted, if I'm going to do a world 1 through 4, or level 1, 2, 4, 1 through 4 on a world 1 sort of scenario, I didn't want it to be too ridiculous, so, I mean, tricky thing there is those plants, obviously. I put them there purposefully because they're camouflaged by the greenery. And obviously you've got to get the spring over here, and then you're good to go. Lovely jubbly. That's a Mario. Alright, and then we will move on to... have a look at 1-2 now. These are all, the ones I've played so far are all uploaded. I should probably put the codes up for what each one is, but I didn't think about it in time. This one... Ooh, this one's got a few little bonuses. I basically made this one just as a sort of tribute to 1-1 from the Lost levels. Just to put a few secrets in here and there that aren't really necessary, although I think if people come along or across this one in 10 Mario, they will likely get several lives from it. Yeah, it gives them the option to, at least. What's in all of those boxes down there? Spoiler warning, it's lives. Now what you can do here is grab this invincibility star if you want, and then burn through this pipe. And there's... well, we'll show you what's down there in a bit. But, if you want to do the full extent of the level, you come up through this hidden block. Give that a bit of a smack. And then over here, you will see the other side of that door. So, in order to get through that door, we run back over here. And we have a P, which in this game you can't play. Pick up, rather. Just run over here. Before that coin turns back. Through the door we go. And then this gives the option to just spawn up 6 lives. That'll be useful to anyone doing 10 Mario. Then we head back over here. And we can now go down through that pipe. Now I've already wasted the invincibility, so this could actually be a bit of a pain. The invincibility is there as an option if someone wants to use it. Otherwise, you can kind of get through here without too much of a hassle. And then that's the end of the level. Not too much cheekiness on that one. I didn't want to make it too difficult. That's what 1-4 is for. Alright. So, speaking of which, this one hasn't uploaded yet because I want to finish 1-3 first so they all come out in order. But I will give a quick spoiler on this one. With this one you have to run straight as soon as the level begins there to make all of the timings on that stuff. I could not tell you what the timings are if you don't do it that way. That doesn't really matter too much. Alright, just wait around up here. This is all very... I'm very interested in getting things precisely timed in this game. That's like what I love about platformers, is when you've got to get the timing perfect. So I've really put that into a lot of my level design. I bet a lot of people will try and... I did this purposely because I bet a lot of people will try and go into the pipe and then suddenly a tortoise will come out and... or a turtle will come out and wreck them. Alright, now this bit's interesting because if you were to try and build up enough speed to take off on there, you wouldn't be able to. It's actually a purposeful troll, so you've got to actually come back up to this pipe here in order to get enough speed for it, and then it's just straight up, leap of faith, and then you'll land on the music notes. Everyone's favourite thing in a Mario level. Now, here is where everything goes typically wrong. Alright, we made it. Now, these guys, you can just kind of leg it through, it doesn't really matter. If you still had the tail, you'd be able to negotiate your way down through that bit there without hitting the spikes. And then this bit, you can do it properly, which would be really difficult. I can't say I've actually even tried it myself. I'm sure it's possible, but I left it a bit later. Yeah, I'm sure it's possible to get through that last bit without cheating with the invincibility start, but I have not done it myself. So if anyone does manage to do that, then by all means, tell me it happened. I would be very interested to see. Oh, god damn it. Okie dokie. I might have left it a bit like that. Oh, alright, that's okay. This mushroom, you've really got to get up there immediately. Okay. Run, 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 run! There we go. Get the tortoise shell. Turtle shell. Whatever it is. Blum, blum. Get that leaf. If you miss that leaf, I imagine... I didn't playtest this, but I imagine you can just go up and down through the pipe again, but I'm not 100% on that. If that doesn't work, then obviously it's a complete restart. Now there is a way to, if you time that right, get straight over to this one. There we go. Can technically clear those. Alright, cool. Made it through with the raccoon tail. Now, as I say, you could probably get through this. Like, there you go, that'll do. So there you go, totally possible without getting the invincibility star. Now, I'm going to show a cheat here, because I also built a very cheeky way to finish this level with little effort. So if you fancy, if you don't want to get spoilers, then fast forward or turn off now. Otherwise, you can look where the secret exit is. Or if you just want to give it a go yourself or whatever. The trick with this one though is you have to have that mushroom. You have to get up here in super mode. And then right between the N and exclamation marks, if you drop down there, it's a secret pipe. And this pipe will take you through to this room. And before you run out of invincibility, you got to jump back up through that pipe and then down to there. That can be a bit tricky. It is easily possible to run out of invincibility frames before you get up through the pipe and completely wreck yourself. So just because it's a shortcut to the exit does not make it necessarily easy. But that was the entire point. Okay, now we get up to the bit that Coleman, specifically from BRB UK, is watching now. The Maze Raid. I will point out the part that Coleman managed to get to where he rage quit. As you can see, it's a bit of a nightmare level. Now, I'm going to do the 3... There are 4 pipes in this maze. One of them is the correct pipe to take through. And I will show you the 3 that are not the correct pipe first. So, if we go down here, over here, hit the P again, and down to this bottom right pipe, that'll take you into the Room of Death. So there you go. Don't go for that one. Again, if you don't want anything spoiled, you shouldn't be watching this. Coleman has already figured out where these pipes go to. I know he got through the correct pipe. I put this one in here just because it looks like it's difficult enough that it should be the right one to go through, but it's not. It still takes you to the Room of Death. This is a lovely Room of Death. No. What's the route to the last pipe? I believe it's this way. Oh no, it's not going to work. Yeah, so this is the problem with this level. Is if you don't make it to the P's in time, you got to go ahead and restart. It doesn't kill you, you just have to restart. Which means if this ever shows up in the 10 Mario thing, I imagine people are going to want to take out contracts on my life for it. And yeah, this pipe will also take you to the Room of Death. Now, I timed the coins with the P's so that you have a little bit of margin for error, but not a whole lot. You really do have to be almost pixel perfect with your movements to get around to these P's, and that's difficult in such tight confinements. But this is the correct pipe. Now, that's stage 1 of the raid. This is why it's called the Maze Raid, because I made it like a raid level. Oh no! Each part of the raid is slightly different. So this is obviously the maze bit. And then the next part is more of a platforming puzzle. And the last part is a bit of everything awful. And just a bit of fun. Here we go into the platforming part. You need to pick up that power block, and before these donuts disappear, get the power block under that door. And this, to the best of my knowledge, is as far as Coleman got. Get to there, and then the idea with this one is you run over here, and then you've got to stop. Now, Coleman, as I understand it, fell down somewhere in the vicinity over here. Can't really see it, I'm not pointing very effectively, but he fell down here somewhere. If you try this often enough, then you will come to realise... I purposefully died then, by the way, just so I could do a couple of attempts at what I expect people will do in that situation. So, you already know how this all works now, so you come through here, hit your P. You know which pipe to go through. So that shouldn't be too difficult once you get the hang of it. Up over here, this can still be a bit of a ball ache, but not too bad. Oh dear, he says as he dies. Alright. About a successful run this time. Well, not a full run, because I'm purposefully going to die on that bit in a sec. Okay, we're good. Oh no. Generally, you get a lot bigger margin for error on the second run through the P. Okay. This is how I know this level's a complete ball ache, is because I know all of the hints and tips and tricks, and even I struggle with it. Okay, down his pipe. Donut, donut. Owl block. And around. There we go. That doesn't have to be very precise to get through that door. Again, a little bit of margin for error. Now, I imagine most people will get to this point and go, oh dear! But the idea of dying there is you will see what's down there. So you can see there are donuts at the bottom, and you just need to figure out how to land on the first one. And I will show you the quick and easy way to figure that out now. And hopefully complete the course. Okay. Right, so you need to do a sprinting jump across here. Pull the other side so you don't... Otherwise you will have enough momentum to slam into that spike before your iframes run out. And that's again very purposeful. Now if you just come over the edge here... Oh, boo. I must have timed that wrong. I'm not sure when Boo moves. That could be an RNG thing, or it could be timing based. Not 100% sure. I have playtested this level enough that I know that it's very unlikely that Boo's gonna get in the way all the time. I've completed this course probably in making it, and since I uploaded it about 30 or 40 times, and that's only the second time Boo has ever caught me off guard. So if you just come straight back over here and drop down, there we go. Now that platforming is a little bit of a gnarly one, I'll admit, and then obviously you've got to be pretty precise going up through here. That jump is totally possible, I just messed it up there. Now, I might not make it here. Nope, didn't. Told you, gotta have your timing down. Have your moves pitch perfect. There we go. I only just made that one. You saw him turn back into blocks right as I hit the P. Alright. Nail it this time. Oh dear. Hit the jump too late. This is the most hassle I've had with this level. Obviously, it would take, when I'm recording myself doing it, to stop me doing it well. Okay. It's me. Dead Mario. Oh, for God's sake. These are mistakes I never usually make. It's getting ridiculous. And the most irritating part is this isn't even the hardest part of the level. Alright, I'm feeling good about this run. Here we go. Jump in time. Fall off the side there. Okay. Alright, now, over here you'll have noticed there, I can't really get back to it now, but there was a question mark block up there. So the best way to do this is exactly as I'm doing it now. Kill the turtle so it doesn't get in your way, then you want to look up, fire the shell up, and before that stops spinning, hit the question mark block. Then you've got your invincibility, and you can get through this bit. While you're still invincible, you can make use of it to get through those spikes, otherwise there's music notes there to get you off if need be. Now, how do you get through this bit down here, I hear you ask? Well, surely that's not the way. So you come up here, hit the pipe, and we already know about the invincibility trick now, so off we go again. The foreshadowing. And we also know about peas. Again, foreshadowing. Now, pay attention to the top of the screen there where those two blocks are, and the two coins. They're about to flip back over. So we know we need a P. And we also know that if we get a P, those two coins are going to turn into blocks and stop us getting up there. So the first thing we have to do is get up there and pick up those two coins to eliminate those from the equation. Then it's a matter of tricking the system into doing something here. Right, so fire, flower, and P. So you've got a few seconds to get up here and pick up those coins. We're good now. Now the reason I put the fire flower there is to be particularly malicious, because I bet people will go, oh, the only way across here is to firefly them. And they're not wrong, but it wouldn't help you, and I'll explain why in a sec. So what you want to do here is let yourself get hit a couple of times. Take you back down to Small Mario. Now you could get all the way up here being Super Mario or Firefly, but then you get stuffed here. And that's something that I'm really quite proud of in terms of my trolliness. In that if you were to Fireflower all of those dudes, you would have literally no way of finishing the level, and you'd have to restart. But you'd have learned from your mistake, I would hope. What you do here is just start at this point, and then pick up a straight up sprint. No jumping, just straight up sprint. And if you time it right, you can actually hit it when it's at the top of the thing there. So let's try going through that again, but this time with less explanations. I'll try and get through it quickly. Okay, well, restart that one. It's time to jump again. Alright, one more go at this. I don't think that's going to work now. No. Alright, one more go once I make it through the maze. This is one of those levels where I don't mind releasing spoilers as to how you complete it, because even when you know everything that you've got to do like I do, the execution is still so vital, and that's what I love about Mario Maker. See, there, bad execution. What I love about Mario Maker is that it is possible to build levels that are both puzzle and execution based. And I'm not a massive fan of the levels that are just one gimmick to succeed. I think that seems to be the most plentiful level type at the moment, and also the most boring for me. I think without the execution stuff in there, that's really... just doesn't meet expectations, you know? It's not what I'm looking for, at least. Oof, that was close. See the question mark block over there? Oh damn, I killed the turtle. Alright, well you know what that means. Start over. Alright, this is literally the last go I'm going to have at this now. You can't kill the turtle on that bit. I don't know how I managed to kill it then, to be honest. That's happened so infrequently. Again, it has happened before, but I'm aware it's a known issue. And I could probably go back and redesign the level to make it a little more reliable, but... whatever. I also... the main reason I made this level was to make people have to restart it from scratch every time they mess something up. And that is messing something up. Come on, turtle. Oh, damn. I put it down on the wrong side. That was a complete mess up. Alright, look, I'm intent on finishing this now. A second time, just to prove it can be done. I made this level with kind of my Dark Souls mentality in mind, which is, if you do something wrong, or if you fail to complete the level, it's your own fault. You should be able to identify what you did wrong and correct it next time. You should be able to learn from your mistakes. Now, yes, there's a little bit of trolliness involved, but it should be obvious enough that you can correct the course, like that there. You shouldn't make that mistake. I know that was my own fault. The great thing about Mario is it's always been such a sound platformer that it is entirely down to execution. There's very few times where you'll be able to blame RNG or, you know, bugginess in terms of your failures. Here we go. Oh, no. Hit the jump button late again. I'm sure at this point most people would have given up trying to do this. But this is why I'm good at Souls games. I actually kind of thrive in this environment of having my arse handed to me when I know it's my fault. Oh no! Alright, well, the good news about that bit is it's possible to reset everything by going up and down through the pipe. That's one of the few parts of the level that you can correct yourself on if you mess it up. Yeah, I guess I never actually realised that you only have a certain amount of time there before Boo makes his way across the screen. That's not something that came up when I was playtesting it prior to uploading it. Oh dear. Alright, well if you want to stop watching at this point, I totally understand. Right up to the end there as well. Oh damn, nabbit. Alright, you know what? This is it. This is the last one. And then if I fail, then that's it, I'm done. Completed it once. That's the main thing. It's possible to do. Can't believe how much I'm messing this up. When Coleman told me earlier tonight, as I'm recording this, that he was having issues with it, I immediately jumped on and played like... I must have gone through it like maybe 5 or 6 attempts and finished 3 of them. At which point I was like, nah, it's not broken. And it's not broken, it just, you know, it's also been a long day, so maybe my nerves just can't take it anymore. They were good when I woke up earlier, but now I'm messed up. Okay, here we go. Nail this. Oh dear. Alright, now I've got to get off of here. This is problematic. There we go. 8 music notes. Alright, I'm going to wait at the top for these to change. This time, I'm going to inadvertently mess up the turtle. Get those 2 coins. Then it's turtle time. And hopefully I can get through this without hitting that turtle shell. Nope, it's going to go. That doesn't matter now anyway because I'm on spring. You do need to be at least Super Mario to get through that pit of spike things. There we go. And that's the Super Mario Maker levels I've made so far. Some are crueler than others. Coleman, if you're still watching, I will be interested to see if knowing the strategy to that level actually helps you beat it. What I will do is in the comments I will put the codes, or at least the codes of the Maze Raid there, and then once you found the Maze Raid, just follow me on through Course World and you can play the other courses if you want. So that's it. That's me out. See you later, and good luck with Mario Maker.